This resource introduces advocacy and campaigning as effective alternatives for migrants and refugees to engage with decision-making processes and structures in their host country when mainstream systems of political participation are not available to them. Voting is recognised as the primary means of political participation in democratic countries. Unfortunately, many migrants and refugees do not have this right in their host country, and are therefore often excluded from the decision-making processes and structures that impact on their lives. This resource examines ways for migrants to defend their rights and have their voices heard on important issues. Advocacy and campaigning offer a way to be socially active, engage with others, and have an input into decision-making processes on important issues. It concerns supporting people, particularly the most vulnerable, in expressing their needs and concerns and preserving their rights. Unlike a service, advocacy and campaigning involve taking collective action to achieve a particular goal. It can involve lobbying, mobilising others, or just telling your story to effect change. If you decide that advocacy and campaigning are the appropriate methods to highlight and address an issue, it is important that you have a plan of action. For an advocacy campaign to be successful, we must research and understand the issue in order to defend your position. Find allies for your cause that will offer you support. Identify and understand your opponents so that you can understand their position, and identify tools to assist in your campaign to achieve its goal or purpose. For successful advocacy and campaigning, you need to fully understand the cause and have adequate knowledge about the issue and how it affects you and your community. It is important that there is support for your cause from other individuals or within the community. Allies are groups or individuals who are affected by the issue, have an interest in it, or have ability or resources to help with the campaign. The outcome is more likely to be positive if the campaign has the support of many people. Part of the research for the campaign should involve finding out who in the community is affected by the issue and if there are any other activists or established groups interested in addressing the problem. Conduct research within and across local social media platforms, publications, libraries, churches, and community centres for potential allies and supporters. It is easier to plan a campaign if you know the potential opponents to the cause and understand what they have to lose if your campaign is successful. This can inform a plan of action based on what power they might have and what tactics and strategies they could use in opposition against you. Getting to know and understand your opponents provides opportunities to work out a solution to their grievances and even enlist them as allies if possible. Taking a stand on an issue can involve getting very powerful individuals or organisations to make changes that may not be a priority to them. Campaigning often leads to being in the public eye or having to answer for actions taken. With this in mind, it is important that all those involved are fully convinced that the cause is worth campaigning for, that they are clear on the goals of the campaign and have the capacity to manage it. Goals can be outlined in a mission statement which outlines the overall aim of the campaign, but goals should also be broken down into specific steps that need to be taken to achieve them. This also helps in identifying the skills, tools, and resources required for each stage of the campaign. Resources might include access to volunteers, funding, meeting places and transport, contacts with local and national media, and access to information services either online or libraries. Get inspired media campaigns. Watch the following videos in order to get inspired. Within the group, discuss their message and what makes them effective as campaigning tools. These videos are useful in terms of demonstrating what effective media campaigns look like. Planning your campaign. Once you have watched one or some of the videos, invite the group to brainstorm a commonly agreed topic upon which to build their advocacy campaign around. Use the advocacy planning template to assist participants with this process.